Found it. And now I can use zip ties to tie those back up. Get this back up in here. There's some bolts hold those on, but it's time for happy hour. Not the drink, the show. It's time to get over and do that, and maybe we'll do we'll talk about that and have you guys check my lights. All right, we got to test this thing out. All right, guys, we're looking a lot better. I gotta get a clean shirt on, clean up a little bit. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Bye, guys. What is going on, everybody? Literally, I just filmed that. I just filmed that in the I'm rendering, and it's not done yet. So I just figured I'd show that little clip, and we can do the whole thing here in a little bit. But how is it going? Welcome to Happy Hour Live. Again, I am Dave, and oh wait, you may have saw that I'm wearing pants. All right, I can't. That doesn't work. Cowboy Biker Adventures, we'll give him a shout out. You guys, I don't know you. I'm really, I'm happy. You and Bill, X-Fired Up, both. I can give you both credit because you're both right on it, right there, right on it. And good to have you guys here. You guys have been talking in the background, but I've literally been running around trying to set this up. And oh, it looks like we might have a rendered video. We do. Well, what do you know about that? Let's go ahead and do that then. Let me save this real quick. I've got all of my people working in the background here trying to pull this video file up. They are too. All right. Here we go. What is going on, guys? Okay, I just figured I'd give you a look around. This has been the spot for the last week, and obviously boondocking. I was sitting here in front though this morning having a cup of coffee. It was about 6 o'clock. Sun was just coming up, and I heard a tree fall somewhere over in that direction. So I figured I'd go over and take a look at it, but it might be a good point to mention that when you are boondocking out in the forest, watching all the trees for dead, dying trees that potentially could fall on you. Well, this morning I heard one. That's an oak tree over there. But it was right on over this way. Let's go over and take a look at it. I looked over and saw the dust rising up from it, but let's take a walk here. This branch laying on the ground is not what I heard this morning, but obviously broke off. That is another danger of being out in the forest. These things can fall really at any time. But what I heard was much farther over this way. Let's see if we can find it. I think I pretty much found it. This one right here. There's a number of them that have fallen right nearby, but I'll show you in a minute why I think this is the one that actually broke off. And you can see it goes for a good 50 feet. It didn't fall perhaps, but actually broke off from right up there. Now you can see this one would have done some damage had that actually hit somebody. There's a tent camp right over there. Oh, about 100 yards. Another camper over there, about 100 yards. But the reason I believe this is the one still lots of green up at the top. This is still very green, whereas the other ones are all kind of dead and have been down on the ground for a while. So there you go. If you're out in the forest boondocking, you got to watch out for these. I see one that's probably ready to go. This would not be the best place to camp. If there was going to be high winds above 25 miles an hour and I saw it coming, I'd probably get out of here. Let's get back over here. I have some work to do. So what are we doing today? Well, I got some electrical that I got done on the truck. A 6-round plug-in. I've got my breakaway cable. I set those up back when I was in Mesa, and that was pretty straightforward. Then I went to take off and actually hook the truck back up to the coach, and no lights. Wasn't I won't say what, there was one, and I'm not sure exactly what was going on with that, but I thought maybe I had done something wrong with the truck, setting that up, setting the electrical up. As it turns out, yesterday I was kind of going through it, and let me see if I can show you right down underneath here on the coach itself. There was a mess. There was a mess. Somebody has used these Scotch taps for butt connectors. This is the wrong thing to be doing here, and they used a lot of them too. That's my project today. I've pulled out the wiring on here, and we're gonna just set these. I've already got it out, and see if we can't fix this up a little bit. These wires here, I don't even know where they go to, but I'll figure it all out. I'll figure it all out. That's what I'm working on today. See you in a bit. All right. And there's our plug. Now I don't have it in yet, but I can wire tie this up. This gets tucked back up in here. Kind of where we found it. And now I can use zip ties to tie those back up. Get this back up in here. There's some bolts hold those on, but it's time for happy hour. Not the drink, the show. It's time to get over and do that, and maybe we'll do we'll talk about that and have you guys check my lights. All right, we got to test this thing out. All right, guys, we're looking a lot better. I gotta get a clean shirt on, clean up a little bit. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Bye, guys. Did I get another shirt on? No, it is a mess. I am oof, not good, not good. Literally, that was just minutes ago, and okay, it is live, guys. All right, go along, Slowpoke. Get along there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I am going to be checking those lights. I have not. I went in after that and I tried to set up the video to render. We literally had to wait minutes into the beginning here before I could get that going. And I have not checked the lights yet. So I've got it hooked up and ready to check. And if you look, I've got a lights cam right here. Let me show you right there. Woohoo! And we can check the lights. So we'll be checking the lights tonight and see how I did. I don't even know if they're going to work. So hopefully they were. But let me go back through here and just say hi to everybody real quick. Of course, we had Don at first in the house. He, where were you at, Don? He was up in St. Clair, Michigan, 73 degrees. Oh, don't rub it in. It was actually a little warm here today. X Fired Up is in the house. Glad to have you. That's Bill. Say hi to Bill. We've got Miss Jennifer LaFord. Yeah, look at that right there. She got stung by hornets this week, and yeah, it just seemed to get worse and worse. And hopefully you are doing okay. Market Share is in the house. Glad to have you here. RV Living Life. That's Mr. Gary and Miss Carol. I saw Miss Carol here somewhere, and he says he's got Elon is Starlink has failed. Elon is sending me a new cable in about 10 days. Elon's good about that. He wants to make sure that you got everything you need, but that's just the way he is. Oh my gosh, rolling on down the wide. Next Exit is in the house. They're having Starlink. You guys are the Starlink problems, surrounded by trees as well. Not that great of internet. It's probably still better than what I am rocking. So good on you. 65 degrees, slight breeze and fog there on the Oregon coast in Newport, Oregon. Whalers Rest. Love that. Have you discovered the beach trail down towards the end when you roll? That is my favorite place to stay right one of the first videos that I ever edited was Cosmic Mermaid and Starman are in the house. Glad to have you guys here. Let's roll on down. Let's see. Miss Jennifer Ford, I think we got you in there, and I think we're good. Bee Trapper. No, we got Bee Trapper who's sporting 64 degrees as well. Is that in Oregon? Where? Oh, Oregon coast. You guys on the Oregon coast. Yeah, if you don't know, that is the cool place to hang out right there. And I mean, temperature wise, it's cool as well. But temperature wise, the ocean really controls that temperature there. And if you're looking for a break to get away from the temperatures, which I think we all are right now, yeah, it's Oregon coast. The coast is always pretty darn nice. So HC Carefree Highway is in the house. And let's see if we roll on down here and we'll finish up. Oh, Pennyfield, that's Miss Lamona right there. Watch out for those Sasquatch. Speaking of which, my neighbors are a couple hundred yards around and scattered. I heard somebody scream today, this afternoon, and I could swear they said, "Oh, that's a badger." And I don't know if they're dogs or what. And I heard a little bit of commotion coming down from that way. I haven't heard anything more. So there you go. Maybe not Sasquatch, but a badger, possibly. Yeah. But we are at 6,500 feet here. This is elk country, big time. So, man, and it's also mosquito country. So they're liking me. They're liking me. Richard Meek is in the house. And there we go. All right. I think then there's Miss Carol right there. Glad to have you here. Oh, there's a huge 50-foot boat stuck in the sand on the beach today, right? Kind of that beach trail. Oh my gosh. I guess I, yeah. Oh my gosh. You know, that reminds me talking about the tides, and they're hoping for a tide to come in. You guys are very close to Newport. If you get a minus tide, and you'll have to look that up and see how you figure that out. But if you get a minus tide, there is a great place to go right up the road from you. Oh, and now I'm drawing a blank. They have tide pools though, and oof, it is a resort right on the beach, overlooking the cliffs. You can park down there, and boy, if I can remember that, I will certainly do that. But if you can get out to the coast and get around those rocky areas, when that tide when you have a good minus tide, you will be in for a treat, because if you've never been tide pooling before, that's an amazing thing to do. So check that out. If you know what, Bob, if I remember the name of that, I may text it to you. I may have to do it after the show, because I don't have my phone, because my phone is my phone is right there, being our see. So yeah, so no, that's okay. We'll figure that out. Uh, is there a boat wreck at South Jetty? I don't know. Yeah, there must be. And you only see it at minus tide. Really? Okay. There are a lot of boat wrecks. And one of my favorite is the Peter Iredale, which must be old. That is up by the Columbia, at the mouth of the Columbia. And if you haven't had a chance to visit up there, Fort Stevens State Park, if you get up there, you've got Astoria, which is an amazing little town to go and check out. But yeah, there's a good tip right there. But yeah, that Fort Stevens is worth it. Go in there, go and see Fort Stevens. Go see the fort. Um, I just love that area. So Seal Rock is where the great tidal pools are at low tide. Yeah, definitely go and check that out. There is a Moe's right by it, and I think it's Devil's Punch Bowl. And there's a Moe's right by there. And one of the things Oregon people know, and not a lot of other people know, is when you're on the coast, uh, you got to go to Moe's. You got to go to Moe's. They have a number of them. The one in Newport, though, very campy. Very, it's the original, and they've even got duct tape on the bench seating and the tables around there, and for good reason. It's just that it's kind of a fun place to go. So if you haven't been to Moe's, that's another one to check out right there. So, but yeah, Devil's Punch Bowl, and right next to there is a big resort, and it is on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it. But if you go to Devil's Punch Bowl, you're right next to that resort. And either way, from Devil's Punch Bowl or from that resort, they have stairs that go down, and the tide pools. The tide pools are amazing. So check that out. Check that out. I'm not even on the coast. I'm really missing the coast, but you can tell I've been over there many times, and I just can't remember the name. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. Uh, Oh my gosh, how is it Beverly Beach? No, it's not. It's Beverly Beach is near the Punch Bowl. That's the Beverly Beach is beautiful too, but no, there's an actual resort. Beach is a state park right there. Yeah, but no, right next to it is an actual resort, just north of Punch Bowl. I mean, we're talking hundreds of yards. There's literally a trail that you can walk from a resort over to Punch Bowl, and see if somebody can look that up and see what that is and refresh my memory on that one. Now, here's the sad thing. I was married about 150 years ago, and I had my wedding there. So maybe this is a mental block because that marriage didn't work out very well. So maybe it's just a mental block that I'm not bringing up the name of that in my mind. But I did get that resort in the divorce. So there's a positive to it. So there you go. Uh, let's check in on the lights cam and see if anything's changed. No, sir. I don't see that anything has changed yet. We're going to be checking those out here in a little bit. How is everybody doing? It got a little. You guys are talking all these temps in at Ottercrest. Bead Trapper nailed it right there. In at Ottercrest. Yep. And can I tell you, just go in there, even if you're not staying at the resort. They don't charge anything. They used to have a great restaurant in there as well. I don't know if that's even open or not. The last time that I was there, which was 1903, it wasn't open, but it's a great little restaurant. If it happens to be open, go in there for breakfast or lunch or dinner, and they have a beautiful. It sits on the cliff overlooking the ocean, and yeah, no, but yep, that's Bead Trapper got it into the Ottercrest. That's sad. I got married there. Not many people know that. Peter Iredale is the one up there by Fort Stevens, 1906. 1906, yeah. And there's a skeleton left there of it, and yeah, I didn't know. There you go. I didn't know. Well, I show my age well. I show my age well. I do young things. How's that? Speaking of young things, hey, Tom and Lori, how you guys doing? Look at that. Let me put it right there above their logo. There. How's that? Glad to have you guys here. I love my cup, by the way. That is a limited edition cup. You can't get that cup. That is this cup is this I cherish this cup. So thank you. I yeah, no, I love this cup. Oh my God, Desert Gypsy is in the house. 1903. Well, I show my age well. There you go. I did a short on the pier. Yeah, you did. I remember that. I also remember that you didn't go and see Fort Stevens, which I think you would have absolutely loved. And yeah, but check that out. I remember that short. I remember that short. And you know what? It still looks the same as it did in 1903. Or something like that. Anyway. So, oh my gosh. How are you guys doing? We are gonna, Dave. I left at 9, but they will not. Yeah, I know. 9. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's about when I was getting married to my second wife. So and that one didn't work out. I think she came off of the pier. That's it. She came off the Peter Iredale. So, and she didn't have a place to live. So it was, that's kind of the way that it came about. It's not. It's not. It's not. All right. Would you guys, in just a minute, help me check my lights on the truck because I have not done that yet. And we're going to see if they move. I'm really curious. Is it just me, or I I get done with a project and I'm just in a great mood. It just puts me in a great mood. I'm not totally done with it yet. You saw the state of it. I still need to zip tie everything up, but I want to check all of that wiring first and make sure that I got it all right and make sure that it is good. So the truck is actually plugged into the back of the coach. I have the lights cam back there so we can watch it and see how I did. And we'll go in here in a minute and check that out. So, oh, but that was literally minutes ago, guys. I see this messy shirt. Yeah, it's even the second day that I wore this. You can see, okay, if you know anything about my shirts, I like printing the inside as well as the outside. So I've got the Our Endeavor logo right there. But if you can see, not many people ever notice I've got the seams right here. This shirt is actually inside out. So there you go. And that way you can wear it twice. So Dave lose his signal. No, I'm still doing good. Hopefully you guys can still see me. Let me know if that is a problem. Yeah, it's that feeling of accomplishment. And it's one of the reasons why I love doing these projects, because I have that before just have that sense of I got something done today. So let's see what we got here. You better get the zip ties wires before that bagger gets them. I don't know what you mean, Don. Dave is still here. As far as I know, I had a speed test. Let me double check my speed test real quick. And doing my speed test, I have on AT&T, I have 30, 40, 41, 41, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 41, 40, 41.4 down, 9.6, 9.7, 9.8, 9.8 up. So all I need is 1.5 up, and I can get this done. I can get the show out. When it's below that, I never know. So there is a cell tower that is right over there. It's not very far away, and probably a couple hundred yards. You can't see it through the trees, but my phone and AT&T just love it. I've had 5 bars since I've been here, and so long as I pay my AT&T and T-Mobile bill, I will be just fine. I will have signal. So yeah, it might have been your signal there. Yeah, it might have been. Oh, better zip tie that. What did you mean, Don? Badger. Oh, before the Badger gets them. Oh, before the Badger gets them. Well, everybody talks about boondocking and worried about the wild animals. The wildest the animals have got around here has been the hummingbirds. And I have 2 feeders up. There's one that's just above my head there that you can see. And there is another one that is right over there. And they have been loving up those feeders. So yeah, they've been. The fight has been on. At times, I had 10 or more hummingbirds fighting over these things all at the same time, and they were just swarming it. So I think they're empty, though. I'm looking at it now, and I don't see any up there. They may be empty. And poor little hummers need some food. So, but I was busy. I was working on my lights. So Oh, would you guys help me check out my lights real quick? I can grab this. I leave this adult beverage right here. And this is going to be a lot easier with a camera set up because normally I have to get out of the coach. It's a lot harder to check lights when you don't have anybody back there to check the lights. So here we go. Let's see if we can turn that the right way there. There we go. All right. What should I test first here? Let's see. I don't know if it's dark enough. Let's bring up the cam here. There we go. All right. And let's see if we have some marker lights. And we do. We have success on the marker lights. I have to turn the key on. We're gonna buzz and beep here a little bit, but I think we'll be all right. There we go. Will the brakes work? Will air brakes work? I don't know if the air brakes will work if the key's not. If you don't have air pressure, I do not have air pressure. So let's try our left-hand turn. Oh, we have success. And our right-hand turn. And we have success. We're batting 1,000, guys, and our hazard lights. Now, I've never had it this. I've never set up a camera to look at my lights and see if they're working or not. All right, and let's see. Oh, did we? We've got the camera freezing up. It actually is working. Well, we've got the camera freezing up a little bit there. So, but I got the. Looks like we are good to go. Looks like we are good to go. All right, let's turn those hazards off. Turn those markers off. We're doing good. We're doing good. Oh my gosh. Oh. There you go. There you go. I think we have success. The only thing I couldn't test was the brake lights. They didn't come on, and I'm just assuming, I hope, I'm crossing my fingers, that it's just the there's no air pressure, and because I didn't see them on the back of the truck. So cross your fingers. And I will definitely check that before I take off. Jim Bertrand is in the house. Glad to have you here. Oh. Didn't get notification. Oh my gosh. Trust everyone is doing well right there. Everybody is doing great, Jim. And how are you doing? Hopefully everything is well with you. Oh. Oh, well, and what else have we been doing this week? Well, I guess we can talk about that a little bit. Since I saw you last, I've been trying to make sure that everything is good to go on the truck. There's just little things that I wanted to get taken care of, including some work that I had done by the mechanic there in Mesa, which I have since fixed, and hopefully that will be okay. But one of the things I didn't have done is the rear brake pads and rotors. This one has rotors, and there was a shake to the truck that I didn't like whenever I stepped on the brakes. The mechanic checked out the back brakes and the front brakes, and he went ahead and replaced the front brakes and rotors, but the shake was still there. He checked out the back brakes and he said, your pads are good, your rotors are good. So he wasn't really sure what that could be. I went ahead and ordered new rotors and new pads just because I want it right. If I could get it right, I just want it right. And it's not OCD, but once I get it, but something just didn't feel right about that. So I got new rotors and pads on that Monday, and smooth as butter. Brakes are smooth as butter. The shake is gone. The mechanic did not think that it was the back brakes, but that was the only thing left. It was the only thing left. And thankfully, brakes are not that big of a deal to me. So we got that done. Probably took me about 2 hours, and that was taking my time and drinking lots of coffee. And tell me about that. X Fired Up says notifications don't work on Dave's channel. It's set for child content, so no notifications. Really? That's new to me. That's the first time I've ever heard that, so I'll have to check that out and see. I didn't even know that there was a way to set that. So I will double check that, and thanks for bringing that up. So does everybody? I don't know if people get notifications. I know Bill and Don must be getting notifications because they are on the lives. I mean, within seconds. Sometimes I can't even. I click it to post it, and then I'll go and open it up, and they're already there. So let's see. I didn't this week, Desert Gypsy. Miss Bonnie says I didn't this week. Huh. That is by trial and error. But we got the brakes done. We got that taken care of, and no notifications just comes up. Interesting. You get notified. Tom, have you ever heard of that? Is there a setting that can be set to child and you don't get notifications? I have not seen that, but I'm going to double check that. So if you haven't watched Tom and Lori's channel, and you haven't seen them, which I'm sure that you have, I am saying prayers for Miss Bear. Hopefully everything goes okay with Miss Bear, and Ito. The little bit of truck issues, and hopefully that is nothing. I'm hoping it is nothing. It's more than Dave in the Toolbox can handle, but I'm hoping that it's nothing. So, but some pretty good videos there. So hopefully everything is okay there. If you haven't checked out their channel, check that out. They both go back to the doctors on Tuesday. Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed. I love Miss Bear, and the last one they had, the last video they had Saturday, I think it was. The vet noticed a pellet in Bear. Somebody shot Bear. Somebody at some point before Tom and Lori got them or got her, somebody shot Bear, and she's been carrying around this pellet. I guess it's not harming her. It's not doing any harm, but that is just awful. And I'll tell you what, there is a special place in hell for people that would shoot a dog. I'm sorry. No. I was not happy to hear that. So, Tuesday is the day of film. Henry. Oh, really? That sounds fascinating. I would love to see that. I would absolutely. I'm not real sure I'd like Michigan, but I'd love to see that. Henry Ford Museum. So have notifications. Yeah, you might check your notifications and make sure that your notifications are on, and see if that is it. Yeah. Praying for both. Who would shoot bear? Yeah. I don't even know. I love her to death, and she is the most gentle, kind dog I've ever known in my life. And yeah. Bob is a. I think YouTube may have listed as child, so you get notified. They probably. Right, exactly. Uh, like that. Like that. Thank you for that, Bob. I needed that laugh tonight. Oh, another. I got a guys. Seems like there is a never-ending list of projects going on, and after I get done with the lights, I probably have 10 more projects to do. But I've got an awning that has literally pulled out. It ripped a little bit because there was kind of a windstorm here, but you may see it in the video, so I might as well just let you know. Look at that right there. Darn it. Now it has been that way for a little while, and I have got to figure out something to do with that. The awning is not horrible. It is, I can fix it, but I've never seen it pull out like that. And one more thing to go after and do, and those are a little tough to do by yourself. But I think I can do it. I think I can do it. Yeah, if you look at the subscription button and when you look at the channel, they give you a couple of options, and I don't remember what those are, but double check the subscribe button, and it usually will give you a subscribe to all, and that may be if you're not getting notifications. Click on that and subscribe to all and see what that does. So, but yeah, if you're not, I don't know. I will go back through and check all of this. Now I know when you post videos, and I don't know if everybody else is this way. When you post videos, it will ask you, was this made for children or not? And you simply check no, it's not made for children. So and that's generally all there is. I haven't seen anything on the channel in general to say that it's for children or not for children. But YouTube does some changes every now and then, and you just don't know about them until somebody says something. So I always appreciate somebody saying it. So cool enough to wear a cowboy hat. Yeah, Jim, I'm telling you, I am 6,500 feet just south of Flagstaff, Arizona, and it is cool up here. And I was thinking about leaving within a couple days here, but then I hear that there's supposed to be rain. And now I am not on the road out there is not gravel, and it's all dirt around here. But I may stay for the rain. I haven't had a good rainstorm in a while, and as Tom and Lori can attest, it's time to wash the coach. So I'm crossing my fingers. There's a good chance of rain over the next 4 or 5 days, and I may just stay up here, be nice and cool, and I think I would. I think that would feel really darn good. Now, it got a little warm here. I think it got up to about 95 here today, which for here is hot. That I can only imagine what it was down in Market Share. I think said it. And earlier it was like 150 degrees in Phoenix. No. Yeah, I want the rain to come. Yeah, no. Oh, click all the notifications. Yeah, all notifications, and it will give you notifications of the lives. So if you do that, you have to video it. Okay, I will do that. If it rains and if I wash the coach, I will absolutely, because you know what, never waste a good rainstorm in the summer. And the only bad thing is if there's lightning, and that my scrub brush for the coach is a long handle aluminum, and I guess I definitely, if I'm going to get struck by lightning, I want to have that on camera. So there you go. Waterproof. Yes, there you go. GoPro is waterproof. Just set it up. You're absolutely right. I will, for you guys, I will make that. I will make that happen. I think Tom and Lori, we were parked at Quartzsite one time, and it started raining real hard, and Tom and Lori were sitting inside their rig, and mine was right across from theirs, and they must have seen me get out with the scrub brush. Somebody go. There we go. A little quieter. They must have seen, because I went out with the scrub brush. I thought, you know what? Don't waste a good rainstorm. And I went around and just washed the coach. Thanks, Don. Yeah, if I could, maybe I can do a few of them. Oh, oh, we got video bombers on it. Now, the funny thing is they haven't been going up and down the roads all week, and for some reason tonight, it's live, folks. It's live. So, Don trying to say my shirt is dirty. I've been underneath the coach working on wiring, Don. So that's my only excuse. That's all I've got. Not getting the all option on this channel. Really? Okay. I I will check and see what I can find. I'll actually Google it and see if there is some sort of setting or something. I'll go in. Like I said earlier, YouTube makes changes along the way, and they send you little notifications. But if you don't understand what it is that they're changing, which most of the time that I don't, um, yeah, I may have something that is set wrong, so I will definitely check that out and see. Dave can wash his shirt one side, then turn it out and wash the other side too. Yeah, that's a good idea. It saves on laundry. It washes the coach. This is a win-win. So, 100 and I'm sure that's a typo, 118, but I'm sure it was 150 degrees in Chandler. And unfortunately, I'm stuck here through July. And then back to the White Mountains. Well, that sounds good right there. That sounds good. So, and I have to apologize, Market Share. While I was stuck down in Mesa, he sent me a nice note and said, I have a place you can come on over. So hit me up. And I was so busy and had so much going on that I was not checking. I wasn't even watching a lot of videos. So I apologize out there to Tom and Lori and Don and Next Exit. I am now finally kind of catching up on my videos, but it was kind of busy that time, and it includes the comments, and I actually had the comments turned off, and I appreciate that, though. I appreciate that. So, all right, guys. Well, the rest of the week, Oh, I was gonna say I got the brakes done on the back, and I had the check engine light on, and I finally was able to test that and find out that I had an O2 sensor that was out, and I just had the O2 sensors replaced by the mechanic while I was there in Mesa. It was too far to go back, and I did not want to go back and have the mechanic redo that again. And so I just went on down to AutoZone and picked up another O2 sensor. I put it in, and we are just fine, doing just good. But I, you know, didn't it took me a little while, maybe an hour all total. Those are pretty easy, but yeah, I wish that hadn't gone. What I think he was using is just a cheap O2 sensor, and he said that I could bring it back, and I have it here on the table, and I may or may not find that. What did I do with that? And he said, he says, I think you got a wire loose. And I said, well, no, I'm not seeing it. I've got some stuff here, some tools and things like that. But I followed that wiring up from that O2 sensor, and it told me specifically which one it was. And two wires, here it is, right here. It was right. If it was a snake, it would have hit. And two wires pulled out of the plug on the end of that. Look at that. And there you go, brand new O2 sensor. And sometimes it just goes like that, guys. And yes, I could take it back to a mechanic, and I think the charge to replace those O2 sensors was about $300. I ended up getting the that one replaced it from AutoZone for about $70, and to me it was just easier to go ahead and do it. So I don't think we want to see him washing his clothes. Well, they might. I don't know. All right, guys. I think we're ready to wrap this one up. What with the t-shirt close-up looks like Dave needs. I know. Yeah, I know. This is work clothes. I had work clothes. This was actually a practice shirt. This was a practice shirt for back when I was. Oh, this is good. There we go. Back when I was doing the screen printing, and I just needed some shirts to try it out on, and so now they've kind of become my work clothing, and that's why it's all dirty. And yeah, so but yeah, I've got new clothes. I'm doing okay. I replaced my O2, so Doug D is in the house. Glad to have you here, Doug. I was just looking at the pictures of us, and the other day when we were over there at Laddle Rock, I think it was Valley of Fire. So Doug chased me down there. Good times. Every now and then my phone sends me, this is where you were, and I pulled it up, and those were the pictures that I had during that time. So good memories. Hope you're doing okay. All right, guys. I know Gary will be disappointed, but I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Thank you guys for helping. I've got mosquitoes. They're helping too. But my coffee is just about done. Thank you for the cup. Thank you for the cup, Tom and Nori. I love it. I absolutely love it. 115. There you go. It's all good. Just want to give you a hard time. Yeah. Well, I'm used to it. Anyway, all right, guys, we are going to get out of here. We're going to call it a week. I was going to leave in the next couple days, but if I get rained in, and I heard that it gets muddy up here because there is no gravel, and so they say when it rains and it gets muddy up here, you may not want to be traveling in or out. So I'm happy here. It's cool. The temperatures are cool, with the exception of a few mosquitoes. Um, I'm I'll stay right here. I'm good. I'm good on water. I'm good. Um, all right, we're gonna give Cowboy Biker Adventures. He got it in there first. Have a great week, and we will see you guys next week. Gary, I know it's 4 minutes and 30 seconds too soon. You didn't get your money's worth out of it, but Cosmic Mermaid and Starman, have a stellar week, everyone. See you next week. Stay safe. Good night, all. Safe travels from Expired Up. Bye to all, Doug D says, and I will say that to you guys. Bye to all. You guys have a good week. Live life full time. Take care, guys. Bye bye. And there's Miss Pearl. Where have you been? Miss Pearl, where have you been? All right. Anyway, we already gave the last word to Dawn. Dawn gets the last word tonight, but hope you stay well, safe, and travels. Enjoy the coast there, Miss Pearl. You guys are in some beautiful area there. Take care, everybody. Bye bye. All right. Let's see if we can wrap this up. I'm at a